How do I choose the right clinic? How do I choose the right doctor? How do I know is this a very authentic clinic? What is the experience of the doctors? What are the results? And will my hair transplant be successful if I go to this clinic? This is a question often asked by every single patient. Today, every patient is spoiled for choice, not only in India, but there are so many clinics which are advertising even abroad. For example, Turkey. Patients are often confused. Where do I go? How do I find the right doctor? Now, I am trying to give a small little guideline for patients to understand how to choose the right doctor or the right clinic. I hope this is helpful for you. My name is Dr. Desai. I am a board certified cosmetic and plastic surgeon and a hair transplant surgeon. I have been doing cosmetic, plastic surgery and hair transplant since over 20 years now, and I have been running multiple centers across the country. I am also the founder of Hair Transplant Society of India and a member of various global, international and national organizations. I've given over 300 talks globally in hair transplant and trained over 500 doctors for this procedure. So I will try to throw some insights on how to choose the right clinic and the right doctor. Now, first of all, you have to understand that is the clinic run by a qualified professional, or is it run by a business family, or is it run by unqualified people? When I mean by qualified professional, that is basically the clinic run by a doctor. What are the qualifications of a doctor who can perform a hair transplant? This is typically a plastic and cosmetic surgeon who's actually the most qualified to perform a hair transplant, followed by a dermatologist and followed by certain categories of surgeons. These are the ones who are allowed to do a hair transplant. Can any other faculty or field do hair transplant? In my opinion, no. No other field or faculty should venture into hair transplant because it is not in their syllabus in order to do the transplant. Second, try to understand the qualification of the doctor. Ask for his M.Ch or NMC registration and check whether he is registered with the board. A board certified doctor or a surgeon is very, very essential before you go to him for a hair transplant. Third, check for the experience of the clinic and the surgeon. Fourth, check who does the surgeries, what is their qualification, is it run by doctor and a few of his other colleagues who are also surgeons, or it is done by technicians. Do not go to clinics which are mainly done by technicians. Okay. Fifth, see if the clinic is actually got all the safety facilities. Preferably, a clinic should be attached to a hospital or within a hospital, because if there is any medical emergency, then you need an access to ICU and emergency facilities immediately. Okay. Then you, of course, ask the doctor how many transplants has he performed himself, how many transplants has his team done, what is the technique that they follow. Are they doing the traditional techniques, or they're doing newer techniques like DHI, and they're promoting and getting better results? Okay, ask them, do they use implanters? How do they extract the grafts? How many grafts can they extract in a day? There are certain bogus clinics or certain clinics which claim to do 7,000-8,000 grafts in a day. When you hear of such weird, absurd numbers, please walk away from those clinics. Then what about the guarantee? If any clinic provides you a written guarantee, walk out. This is a marketing gimmick. Please read it carefully, show it to your lawyer, and you'll understand how it is a marketing gimmick. It's a medical procedure. It rarely fails. Hair transplant is fairly straightforward. It rarely fails. But if anybody is offering you any kind of warranties and guarantees, this is not a thing like a watch or a mobile phone or a computer that you're buying. It is a medical procedure. There can never be any guarantees in this. So walk out. That has to be done. That has to be false marketing. Okay? And never go back to this clinic. Third, is the clinic offering you a lot of post-care? Is it explaining to you about post-care and taking care of the existing hair? Then it's a genuine clinic. Because most of the clinics want to make money by hair transplant, do not bother about explaining about future hair loss or any need of future transplant if there is, or any kind of futuristic ideas to you. They just want to take your money, do the transplant, and that's it. Then ask them to do designing of the hairline, then ask them how they will distribute the grafts, and see the scientific basis that they give you. If they cannot provide you enough scientific basis, then again it may be a false clinic. So yes, check all these factors from the qualification of the doctor to the clinic, accreditation of the clinic, to the experience of the doctors, to who performs the surgery, to the team that performs. The importance of team is also very important, because if you don't have a good team, you cannot do a procedure like hair transplant. Then you talk about certain scientific facts like, what about my future hair loss? How will you take care of that? How will you prevent future hair loss from happening? How will we prevent future transplants? Or if I do require, how many transplants will I require? All these factors, you must get it answered, and then you should choose your right doctor. I hope this was insightful for you. To know more, kindly go through my website or call on the numbers below, or kindly follow our channel or follow our Instagram page. Thank you.